a character, she admits. She just can't seem to shake.But now the 56-year-old slams those who brand her as a cougar for dating a man 22 years her junior, calling the term demeaning and saying those who label her partner a toy boy are annoying. Michelle has kept fashion retailer Mike Davison, 34, quietly out of the limelight since they first met when he was 29. Mike is 22 years younger than me and I'm regarded as a predator, she says. It drives me mad. People call him my toy boy beau. He's nearly 35, for God's sake. He turned to me the other day and said, "Surely I'm not still your toy boy, am I?" I laugh about it now, but it is annoying. And I hate that word cougar. I can't stand it. I find it so demeaning. A cougar is a predator going around looking for young flesh. I'm certainly not like that. But then, women are judged far more harshly than men. And, funnily enough, often by other women. If people think I look old enough to be his mum, then let them. There's nothing I can do about it. It's one of the downsides, I suppose, of being in the public eye. No one mentions an older man and a younger woman. Do they? Nobody goes on about Rod Stewart's wife Penny being nearly 30 years younger than him, on her decision to keep her relationship with Mike private. She reveals, he's quite a shy person. And, anyway, I don't want to jinx anything. The minute you start talking about these things, you tempt fate. Michelle played the manipulative wife of hapless Ian Beale in Albert Square from 1988 to 1998 and admits that 2 decades after leaving Eastenders she is still known for the role. Misunderstood, she just won't go away. She laughs. I get called Cindy even today. When I was in Panto they insisted on inserting a Cindy reference into the script. I was 26 when I first started playing her and 37 when I finally left. So she was a major part of my life at a time when the show was attracting huge audiences. It felt like I lived with her 24/7. I couldn't sneeze without being in the papers. In the end, I had to move on for my own sanity. That said, Michelle can't help loving the bad girl character. Not bad, she says, eyes twinkling, just misunderstood. Actually, I think she was a bit ahead of her time. Up until then most TV villains were played by men. I'm proud of her. Although if I ever catch an old bit of footage it makes me cringe. But then, I hate watching myself. Michelle returned to Soapland in 2011, playing Rover's return landlady Stella Price in Corrie. There was a lot of pressure on me when I took that role, she explains. I was from down south and had to play it with a northern accent, which attracted a lot of criticism, to an unfair degree, in my opinion. I found it really tough. But, eventually, I think viewers came to love the character. And I think a lot of people were really sad when she left Weatherfield. I still get letters asking me when Stella's going back to the Rovers. So yes, I liked her and the fact she had a good sense of humor. But, in truth, I think I would have liked it more if she'd had a bit more of a dramatic storyline. She was a bit too nice sometimes. While making another series, Sunburn, in Cyprus, she got a call one day. "Cindy's dead," said her caller. They'd just filmed her old character's funeral and it was the first she'd heard of it. Out of loyalty, couldn't someone have taken the trouble to officially inform her? Oh, Michelle says, I don't think there's much loyalty in television anymore. Michelle explains that her very first acting job was with Best Actor Oscar winner Gary Oldman. It was called Morgan's Boy. My first ever job on telly, she says. I was 21. There was something about him. He was very attractive but a bit mad with a slightly dangerous edginess to him. I'll always remember a scene we did with a goldfish bowl in the room. It had nothing to do with the action, but he walked towards it and picked up one of the fish in his fingers. At that moment, I wouldn't have been surprised if he'd swallowed it. There was something very unpredictable about him. But Michelle says she will never return to Soapland despite recent rumors. She says, I've been in the biggest two on British television. Not that I have anything against them. There was an actor on the radio the other day saying he'd sooner slit his wrists than appear in a soap. What an idiot. What a stupid thing to say. Rumors come with the territory, of course. Somebody told me that I left Corrie because I didn't get enough airtime. What a load of old nonsense. I left Corrie because I wanted to be a better mum to Maya. I only ever signed for 3 years precisely because of that. I felt guilty the whole time I was at Corrie. I should have been with my daughter. Split. Michelle had Maya, now 22, with Fabrizio Tassolini, who she split from after 3 years. But the couple remained friends and she was with him when he died of cancer. Aged just 54, in 2015 in Australia, where he'd moved. When you see someone die not only in front of you, she says, but in your daughter's arms, it's devastating in every way. He was a very charismatic, charming man who died far too young. Michelle admits she has never felt the urge to get married. My sister Vicky wanted the big white wedding but not me, she reveals. I was always a bit of a rebel, a nonconformist. And my career has always been important to me, particularly when I was younger. What about if Mike were to get down on bended knee now? She laughs. Oh, I don't know. I can't honestly say I need to be married. And would marriage change our relationship? We're very strong, but we could break up if I had a ring on my finger, who knows? Society's changed. I go to more gay weddings these days than straight ones. I love a wedding, as long as it is not my own. She also doesn't mind if Maya gets married, adding, that would be up to her. She'll do what she wants to do. I'm glad I brought her up to be a strong, independent woman. That said, I do think it's daft when people take out a mortgage and then spend £30,000 on their wedding, as well as her acting. Businesswoman Michelle has just launched her own 5-step skincare regime. There's a cleanser, a night cream, a serum, a day and a night moisturizer, all of them green tea based and with an active ingredient to lift the skin and defy the ravages of age. She explains, I was involved in every step of the formulation, manufacture, packaging and now dispatch. It costs £99 for the full set, but that should last you about 2 months. I use them, as does my boyfriend. Well, the moisturizers anyway. The skincare range fits perfectly with Michelle's philosophy of life. I refuse to become invisible, she says, just because I've reached my mid-50s. It's easier for a man of that age because men aren't judged by their appearance in the same way that women are, and particularly in my business. It's never been a level playing field. But then it isn't in life. See muxkintruth.com.